see if I can get you a little bit of boost noise. Boosty boost.
Apple videos.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to HLP Products, our Halferland Performance. First, I hope everyone's doing great. It's been a little while since I posted. Bertha, been working on Bertha, and I got some great news on that scheme of things. But I just wanted to get a little video out going in the morning here. Got hot as hell in Florida, but while it's nice, quiet, and peaceful before the machines start running and more people start coming into work, I just wanted to get a quick video out and show you guys what's going on here. So we got a couple updates. Bertha is one of them, which I will be showing you shortly. But first, I want to show you one of our new product releases. All right, first things first, guys. Got a couple engine builds going on here. Got some long blocks. As you can see, heads are all nice and toasty, nice and clean. All of the cylinders are diamond hone and plateau finished. Already got the our 10K RPM valve springs made by SuperTech. Already just kind of sitting with their valves. Got another block, so that's the third block. Got all of their cranks already polished. So we polish all the cranks, hone, all that good shit. Anyways, got the another engine here. You can see we already got all the clearances marked out on it. Rods are being assembled and everything. So we're gonna finish that block, then, which is a long block. Then we're gonna move over to these two long blocks. We have stopped taking in engine builds because simply we just don't have the manpower. As you can see, let me turn around here. As you can see, I mean, it's basically me and two other guys, which are pretty much part-time. So I'm looking for a full-time person. Really, I need them. With the growth that we have here, it's just simply amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough for it. But anyways, what I wanted to get into, you can see our first batch. Got more heads here, but this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is our HLP true 4-inch to 3-inch carbon fiber. Well, it's a dry carbon fiber cold air intake. So we do have the option. You can add on a 9 or 8-inch intake cone. We have red and black. Red is 9-inch, black is 8-inch. But yeah, like I said, guys, this is our true 4-inch to 3-inch cold air carbon fiber intake. And why I say true is because, not meaning that anybody else is lying, but when a lot of manufacturers do, they measure the OD of a product, which would be the outside diameter. I prefer to measure the ID, what really matters, what the amount of the volume of air that's coming in to the engine, which would be the ID, the interior dimensions. So instead of measuring from here to here, we measure from here to here. All right, it's the easiest way I can explain it. But anyways, it's 4-inch smooth transitions with a smooth transition or a reduction into 3-inch. As you can see here, it's not just 4 down to 3, it's 4 down to 3 over to our HLP Turbo Snail logo, which is freaking awesome. It's a raised Turbo Snail logo, to 3-inch. So we do have the bungs. We have an IET bung here included, and then we also have a breather vacuum port if you guys need it. So you can either cap this off or plug this, which we do provide a bolt, a plug to thread in there and seal it, so you guys don't have to worry about that. at all. It's going to come fully sealed. If you want to run your IET in the intake, you can. If you don't, then just simply thread the bolt in and you guys are good to go. But that's it right here, man. Our true dry carbon. Oh, I gotta say, man, it's super light, dude. Super light. I'm gonna get the weights. I haven't measured or weighed it yet, but it is super light. It's just incredible, guys. If you don't follow our Instagram, I highly suggest you check us out on Instagram, which is just Halferland Performance, and we update live in real time, basically, with any product update. So if we have a new product that we're R&Ding or releasing, we always post it on Instagram first. So if you want real-time updates and you don't want to wait on YouTube, because it could be literally a week, it could be 6 months before we make another video. That's how sporadic my YouTube channel is now, guys, which you probably come to find. I am going to start posting more because I finally got the time to fix Bertha. So she has the new Spec Stage 3 Plus clutch pressure plate, which is the billet pressure plate. Revised the fingers, so it's not the weak self-adjusting OEM fingers. A new flywheel friction plate, new check valve delete, or new slave cylinder with the check valve delete. Went ahead and did that. Obviously flushed all the fluids, all the hydraulic fluids. Put new Moog lower control arms, because those compliant bushings literally in my car and Bertha, they go out probably every 2 years. They just rip, man. So I put those on. Everything's all buttoned up. I just need more solder because I got to redo the battery relocation. The main wire, it just kind of came undone, so I want to solder that together and never have to worry about it. But that's pretty much it, guys. So that's the update on Bertha. I'm going to show you guys there in a little bit, but I just wanted to show you one last time our HLP True 4-inch to 3-inch dry carbon fiber cold air intake. Oh, I'm sorry. And it's going to fit all the 03 to 07 Accord V6 manual or automatic, and the 04 to 08 Acura TL, whatever TL, doesn't matter, manual, automatic, base, type S, it will fit. So once again, 03 to 07 Accord V6, 04 to 08 Acura TL. And I almost forgot to mention, guys, the best part about it is you get everything you need. You get our HLP 4-inch to 3-inch cold air carbon fiber intake. You get the appropriate T-bolt clamps. You get whichever coupler you want in whatever color. You get the hanger is included. You can pick your cone as an add-on. And like I said, you get a plug for the IET bung if you're not going to use it. All that for $595. So less than $600, guys. Competitor short ram intakes, or not competitors, but like say for an Audi TT RS, their cold air intakes are going for $1,000 plus. Some of them are going for like $1,200 for like a short ram intake. You're getting a full carbon fiber intake for less than $600, plus whatever add-ons you wanna put on. That's simply incredible, guys. So if that doesn't show, you know, what we want to do in this community, not devaluing it, but making it affordable and available to everybody to customize your Honda J Series engine. No longer are you paying, you know, $1,500 for a set of rods. We now offer them for less than $700. All right, I mean, it's incredible, guys. So anyways, I hope you guys appreciate what we're doing here, but you can get the full carbon fiber 4-inch intake system for less than $600 plus add-ons. Oh, and free shipping. So as always, guys, if you're interested in our brand new 4-inch to 3-inch cold air carbon fiber intake, please just go to our main website, which is HondaJSeriesEngine.com. I'll put it right here, HondaJSeriesEngine.com. Follow us on Instagram, which is just Halferland Performance, and you can see real-time updates and you can shop our brand new parts. right, guys, as promised, we got Bertha here. So as you can see, she is back together, guys. She is running. I just don't have her turned on now because I don't want to be having to scream to speak to you guys. But anyways, long story short, if you guys have followed us for a while, you would know Bertha went down with a clutch throwout bearing issue. It was squealing like a pig anytime you threw the anytime the car was on, it was so it took some time. I ended up moved houses, moved shop locations, so that took nearly half a year to get fully situated, while still running the company and everything. But ended up getting the transmission off, found the throwout bearing, and if you check our Instagram, you could see it was absolutely destroyed. It was completely shredded apart, and unfortunately it did damage to our Spec Stage 3 Plus billet pressure plate. So I had to get a new one of those. So Bertha now has a new Spec 3, our new Spec Stage 3 Plus, not the Stage 3, but the Stage 3 Plus, with the revised billet pressure plate. Has a new flywheel friction plate, has a new check valve slave cylinder with a check valve delete, has a new, obviously, throwout bearing, new pilot bearing. All the hydraulic lines were flushed, new lower control arms. Basically, I just try to tidy it up a little bit. The lower control arm, the compliance bushing always goes out, but she's back together, guys. So beautiful as ever. Got some new headlights because they were getting all kind of faded out and nasty. These actually have the LED strip right here. They're just some cheap eBay ones, man. I honestly, I replace them like every 2 years. They're just so affordable, I don't even bother polishing them out. But as you can see here, guys, got our HLP titanium coil pack dress up bolt kit on, and then also the intake manifold. So you can see our neochrome rainbow. We also have light blue, gold, dark blue over gold, neochrome, and then titanium, natural titanium silver. Went ahead and added our HLP EGR block off plate, because the old one was just looking a little crusty, and it was the old V1 version where literally we just cut them out and then applied our sticker here. As you can see, they have the logo etched into them. But all right, guys, that's enough talking. She is all back together, so let's go for a drive. In case anyone forgot what Bertha looked like, don't mind her, she is dirty as hell. But we run the I run the Inky RPF ones with neochrome, where are they, wheel bolts? Wheel lug nuts, there you go. Looking at the back, she runs 2.5 catback exhaust, obviously full turbo system. But let me show you guys the interior here. Got the Kirky racing seat, the front driver's seat only, custom diamond plated floor mats. Currently have the bottom dash right here pulled out to do a clutch pedal adjustment, because that's very important, guys. Whenever you change out a clutch, you want to adjust the free play in the clutch pedal, because if it's too tight, you are going to have constant pressure on that pressure plate and it will wear out quicker. Also wear out the throwout bearing, which in my case was not the issue. That throwout bearing just disintegrated. But let me turn this girl on. So have the the AC is going. Have the radio, touchscreen radio, got the custom Garmin GPS in the dash, and guys, that's custom molded, hydro dipped. Do not sell it nowhere, you cannot find it, it's custom. Okay, I get asked that all the time. Obviously she's black on black, leather, has the carbon fiber trim package. All the gauges right here are functional, and it's actually tied into the lockout switch for the passenger side window. So my daughter, whenever she was younger, would ride up front sometimes, and I would just want to lock her out. But also it's nice to be able to cut these off if need be, if I don't want to draw a lot of load whenever I'm reflashing a tune onto the car, because I always ride with Honda. I data log constantly, guys. I'm always data logging, always refining my tunes, which is why we make so much damn power, and why I say our e-tunes are simply unrivaled. Because let me get in the car here. I say our e-tunes are simply unrivaled because we take, you know, on average 10 to 15 revisions, all street tuning. So all the load is done on the street. Sorry, all the load is done on the street, where you're having the proper load, so that you literally, the car is being loaded as it would on the street. So you get the proper AFR tuning data that you need. You can put the amount of tuning or timing that it would actually like under that load. Dynos are great, but usually they're rushed. Usually they have, you know, they're limited to an hour or two, and they want to get you in and out, where we fine-tune all the daily driving aspects. If you don't like the throttle a certain way, if you want more throttle response, if it's luggy in one area, if it's jerky, if the RPM drops when you put the AC on, all that shit, guys, we fine-tune. And that's why you'll see, you know, nothing but 5-star reviews for our e-tuning process. So anyways, let me start this. I got a tiny battery, so hopefully it's not drained by now. And there she is, guys. So as I mentioned, guys, she is back on 93 pump octane gas. So she is not on E83 anymore. And in turn, I went ahead and I turned the boost controller down a smidgen. So she is running roughly, I want to say probably at max she'll be like 3 to 4 pounds. Where I had it at, I think, 3 clicks, and that got me to 8 psi, and I turned it down to 1. So we are running at 1. But let me see if I can get you a little bit of boost in here. Bit of boosty. Oh, I need a data log. Shit. Hold on, let me set this data log up. I'll get back. Alright, let's see if I can get you a little bit of boost noise. Boosty boost. So like I said, guys, she is running beautifully. She is on, as you can see here, guys, the steering wheel is a little shaky because it's been, the wheels, it was sitting on the rear wheels for about damn near a year, guys, if not over that. I feel so bad. I've never been without this car for more than like 1 or 2 weeks in her entire life. I've owned the car since 2008, been working with J series engines since then. So it's 2023, it's 2008, you guys can do the math, you know, nearly 2 decades now. I've never been without the car for more than 2 weeks, and she was down for nearly a fucking year. And it just disgusts me. But if you guys don't know, I mean, you can go back in a few videos. Had some personal issues, you know, lost someone near and dear to me, ended up moving houses, you know, moved the shop, and was still managing the business through that entire time. I hope this camera view is all right for you guys. I haven't used this headset in a while. But it's the original J35a7 that we built, and we got some haters, of course, as always, on like Instagram or YouTube, and they're like, how many engines did you blow up? To answer your question, go back to our YouTube video. Blew up 1 engine. It was the J32A3. So, you know what, I gotta drop some of these packages off. I'll get right back with you guys. All right, got our USPS orders out, which I cannot thank you guys enough for supporting us. If you have orders or if you've ordered before, thank you guys so much. Seriously, when I say that we double in size every single year, I'm not exaggerating. We double in size every single year, and this year we're on pace to, I think, triple or quadruple our sales from 2022. So guys, that says a lot. Hired on 2 guys, and trying to find a full-time guy. They are part-time at the moment. but would really love a full-time guy. If you guys are local to the Hernando County, Pasco County, Citrus County area in Florida, please shoot us an email at contact@hondajseriesengine.com. And once again, that's contact@hondajseriesengine.com. We are looking for a full-time person. Needs to have some type of mechanical knowledge, but outside of that, I will teach you the majority of the tricks and the trades, or the tricks of the trade, and then as well as, you know, how operating procedure goes day to day. Anyways, so what was I saying about the engine? Oh yeah, okay. So it's the first full build J35a7 that we did. Like I said, guys, we have always had salty ass people, which I'm pretty sure he's going to be watching the this video. So what's up to you, man? I hope everything is going well with you. God bless you and your family. And so with that out of the way, there's always been salty people, or some people that don't like us, or people that they're on other companies' bandwagons, and we have no qualms with any other company whatsoever. We actually, one of our older videos, we couldn't edit it, but we actually had a discussion with that company in regards to some particular situations and parts, and we got it squared away. We're actually talking about, you know, working together and possibly us bringing in some of their parts to help with some small niche parts that we were going to develop. But if we can source it from them and, you know, support a local in another J Series company, not just a local company, but a local J Series company, that would be huge, because the two of the biggest J Series performance part companies reside here in Florida. If you know who they are, you know who they are. But anyways, getting back to the engine. So this is the OG, the first truly built HLP J35a7. It's the first engine from scratch that I truly built from the ground up. First we had the OG J30A5. That thing had roughly 180,000 miles, I think, on it. Where's the car at now? The car's at 213 right now. So this engine, this J35a7, has roughly 35,000 miles on it. Built in 2018, 2019. I want to say 2019 when we went turbo. And it's been boosted at 7.8 psi. So I always round up and just say 8 psi, making 550 wheel horsepower and like 460, 470 wheel torque at 8 psi, which is incredible. That's great. That's great horsepower per psi of boost. But anyways, some of these jokers, they always say, you know, how many engines have you blown up? Little, you know, they say that without having any to little information, or just not bothering, or simply wanting to, you know, throw shade at us, and especially me, because I'm the one that does the engine builds for the most part. You know, they'll say, how many engines have you blown up? Well, one. And I'll give it that, because I sent the fucking rod out the block. So first, let's go down the line. It was the J30A5, the OG, which had like 190,000 miles on it. Sprayed 100 shot of nitrous, 100 to 125 shot of nitrous for over 100,000 miles, guys. So around 120,000 miles, I put 100 or 120,000 miles, I put nitrous on the car, and I ran it like that until I pulled that engine out. So that was the J30A5, the OG, okay? 200-ish thousand miles on that, 100,000 miles on 100 shot of nitrous, pulled that out, went J32A3NA, completely salvage engine, completely stock bottom, didn't do anything with the bottom, did a light stage 1 port and polish, so a light HLP stage 1 port and polish. We put our 10K RPM springs and our HLP stage 2 cams, stock retainers. That car made, or that engine made 316 262, so roughly 320 wheel horsepower, NA on 93 pump, and it was a J32, so a 3.2 liter. All right, took that engine, boosted it, And I even put in the video, you can go back in our old YouTube videos, guys, everything that I say and do is documented. I don't talk out the side of my mouth. Everything's documented, and all the haters, they can literally go back in the videos and see exactly what the truth is, but yet they still spew false narratives. Anyways, long story short, I even said in one of the old videos, I'm like, this bottom end's completely stock. I know from, you know, just the history of working with these engines, they'll hold roughly around 600 wheel horsepower, but that at that point it's a ticking time bomb. So I took that engine, put 12 pounds of boost to it, and it's the same turbo, same setup, everything. So this J35a7 is making 550 on 7.8 psi of boost, right? I put 12 pounds of boost to that J32, so it was easily 600 wheel horsepower, and I sent the stock rod out the block. So it was a completely stock rod, stock piston, stock block, open deck J32A3 running 12.4 to 1 compression, because I decked the heads to bump compression for the NA build. So it was 12.4 to 1 compression, J32A3, stock bottom end, completely stock bottom end, rods, pistons, open deck, put 12 psi to it, nearly over 600. I guarantee you over 600 wheel, because I think it trapped 134, 135 mile an hour in the quarter mile, and then doing a pull on a back street to tune, it threw a fucking rod out the side of the block. So that was it for that. Then I got a salvage. Then I got a salvage junkyard J32A3 because I wanted to get back running again. So I gotta learn to drive. So I got a completely salvage, unknown mileage, got the thing for fucking $400, long block. Took the heads off, put these heads back on, put our HLP stage 1 cams that from the J32A3 before, threw those on and ran it. And that was it. I didn't have any issues with that. If you remember, once again, you can go back in an older video, and I ripped an oil cooler line on that passenger wheel well from going over this gigantic speed bump. I've never seen a speed bump like that. So usually they're like this, right? This speed bump had something sticking directly out of it from the center. It was the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Anyways, it ripped the oil cooler line off, and I didn't realize it until I started smelling smoke, and then the oil light came on. So I pulled over, and I was driving for roughly 5 or 10 minutes like that. I pulled over, and again, guys, go back in our video history, you'll find the video, and found that that oil line was ripped, and it leaked all the oil out. So I was driving basically oilless for, you know, 5 to 10 minutes. Anyways, got that engine back to the shop, or at that time it was at my house on the side of the garage, because yes, I was operating, I started the company there, guys, you know, still on a private property now, but I did build a shop. It's nothing special, it's like roughly 1,100 square feet, but we're already outgrowing that shop. So eventually I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and take on more overhead and less profit to get a bigger shop, but as of now I'm making things work. But anyways, got that J32A3 back, found there was a bunch of shavings in it, and to be safe, I didn't want to send a rod out that block. So to be safe, I built this J35A7, which is sitting in here. This is the first engine that I say I fully built, and we built here at HLP, that is documented. You know, I've helped out build other engines along the way before that, but this is the first, you know, HLP engine that was fully built. So it has our HLP 1300 horsepower J35 rods, our HLP block guards, our billet 800 plus horsepower block guards, has our HLP 800 horsepower plus hyper pistons. They're not the ceramic coated V2 that we have now, but they are our V1 hyper pistons are in there. We're running King main bearings, King rod bearings, and then put those J32A3 heads on here. Full intake system. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And right now this engine is running 10.8 to 1 compression. So 10.8 to 1 boosted at around 8 psi, and making 550 wheel horsepower for the last 35,000 miles. And that's the engine. So when they say, oh, how many engines have you blew up, buddy? Yeah, dude, it was literally one, a completely stock block that I said we're gonna push the limits of this block just to confirm that that 600 wheel horsepower mark is accurate, which it clearly was, because it sent a freaking rod out the block. But yeah, ever since then, bro, this engine has 35,000 miles on it, has been ran at Streetcar Takeover, many Mexico races, more fucking street tuning than I can even count. Because like I said, man, we at least 10 to 15 for customer revisions. When I tune myself, I data log constantly, so I'm constantly retuning. So this engine here, I think it has like 28 to 30 revisions, and it's not, if I kept the engine the same or did something different, so like when I go 93, that 93 tune will have you know, 12 to 20 revisions, where the E85 tune has, you know, roughly 20 revisions itself. So you can see why there's nearly 30 revisions on the damn thing. But anyways, that's it, guys. That's enough ranting and raving about these fucking people. I stopped giving any mind or paying any mind to them or attention, because honestly, life has been so much easier, guys. You don't have to argue. It's stupid, you know, when everything that you say is documented. You don't have to. So anyways, getting back to Bertha, man, she's obviously dirty as shit. As you can see, I've been driving. If I'm talking loud, I'm sorry. I don't know how loud it is through the video. I want to make sure you guys can hear me. But as you can see, guys, she is running well. She is back to daily driving, my daily driver, which she has always been. She's never been a dyno queen. She's never been a trailer queen. She's never been a pure race car. She has always been a daily driver, weekend and event car. So, you know, daily driving, weekend racer, you know, if we go to Mexico or anything like that, or see if I just pull up on somebody here on the street and I race them, I'll race them. Or an event like, you know, Streetcar Takeover, shit, what was the, oh god, I want to remember the other one. Lots of test and tunes. I guess test and tune can kind of be considered a track event, but I like test and tunes. Haven't gone in nearly over a year and a half, 2 years, so, you know, since Bertha went down. But anyways, guys, that's it. I feel like I'm just ranting and raving, sitting here driving and talking to you guys. I hope you liked the video. I hope you're excited that Bertha is back up and running, because we are going to get back to the track. I said this before in past videos within this 2023 year that I want to get back to the track. So now that Bertha is up and running, hopefully, you know, things go hunky-dory with her. Honestly, I have no idea when this engine's gonna go. It has 35,000 miles on it at 550 wheel horsepower, lots of abuse. So shit, guys, it may last for a very long time. It may shoot a fucking, it won't shoot a rod, it won't break a piston either. So I don't know what will happen to this engine, but unless I go, you know, high boost. But yeah, so I don't know what's gonna happen to the engine, but I'm gonna keep running it and work on the race car. So I got something interesting going for the race car, guys. It's gonna be a build that you've never seen in a J series engine, or at least that I'm aware of. If there is one floating around out there, I haven't seen it. I personally haven't. It may be out there and it may be quiet, but I have not seen it. So to not spoil the surprise or anything, or give away, you know, our specs and what we're doing, a lot of people think, you know, there's no replacement for displacement, which is pretty true. But in this case, we're kind of going against that whole theme. Not sure if that gives you a hint or not, but that's going to be kind of the platform that we're going to use in the race car. Completely against the mold, kind of counterproductive or counterintuitive to what most people go with. When, you know, if they have a J30, they want a J35 for more power. We're kind of going backwards here, and there's a particular reason. So when we get into that, I'll show you. And then lastly, we got, you know, a few engine builds going, so I'm gonna fill you guys in on those engine builds. But outside of that, guys, I live a pretty boring life, so there's not much to video. But if there's anything you guys want to see content wise, you know, just let me know. Comment in the video and let us know, and I will try to make a video, you know, pertaining to that and anything Honda J series engine performance related. All right, guys, take it easy. I appreciate the views. Please like and subscribe if you're not already. If you don't follow us on Instagram, we update in real time with new product releases, which we're constantly coming out with new products. We update live, or not live, but in real time, basically, on Instagram. And that you can follow us at Hafferland Performance. And then also our main website and online store is simply HondaJSeriesEngine.com. All right, guys, peace out.